Today we're at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort, and it is a very special day because it is Christmas. Today I want to show you guys really everything here at Fort Wilderness. So let's go check it out. We have the Tri-Circle D Ranch trail rides. Now these trail rides are for generally teens and adults, and it's a little bit more of than a pony ride that they have at the Pioneer Hall, which I'll show in a little bit. But it's a lot of fun here. I've never done it myself, but I've heard a lot of great things, and it gives the horses a chance to walk around a bit and get out of their stables and pens. And this is where you check in for your trail ride. Trail ride begins here. You'll do your practicing and your lessons right here in this pen, and then the actual trail itself is right on down that way through a back dirt road through the backside of Fort Wilderness. You can definitely tell this is where the horses are because the smell. It definitely smells like horses. And right here's the bus station up at the front of the resort. These buses will take you to all the parks, Disney Springs, as well as through the rest of the resort. Meadow trading post. I love all the poinsettias.
There's a small one over there.
Probably my favorite shirt here in the gift shop is Up the Creek Canoe Rentals with paddles not included. I wonder what that means. And Wild West Emotion chart. These will make Ron Swanson proud, I think. These are all the sundries. So people, when they come and they stay, they sometimes stay for weeks at a time. And since they have their RV, they've got everything that they need except for the food. So they come here and you can buy all the food that you need. And one of my favorite things to do at Fort Wilderness is a canoe rental. Yeah, they have an entire network of canals here, all interconnected throughout the entire resort. It's only a few dollars for a half hour. Definitely worth it. Also here at the Meadow trading post, you can go fishing. All the fishing equipment that you need, all located right here. Now it was, oh gosh, 15, 20 years ago when I actually fished out here with our family. He gave us cheese as bait, and we weren't too successful, but it was a nice little getaway from the hustle and bustle at Magic Kingdom. Again, if you want to take a breather, come out into the Fort Wilderness and rent some fishing equipment. You don't need to be a resort guest to take advantage of it. And a nightly show here at Fort Wilderness. They have a campfire show. Let's go take a look. Now this little spot right here, if you ever come to Fort Wilderness, you ever come to Disney in general, one really fun thing to do, one fun activity is the Segway tour. They used to have something at Epcot that happened early in the morning. I'm not sure if they still do it. Here at Fort Wilderness, they do have a Fort Wilderness Segway tour. And I did it for the first time a few months ago, and it was awesome. It was me, a few of the in-laws, and we had a blast. Our tour guide was fantastic. This spot right here is where you do your training. So it's about a 10-15 minute training seminar, and there's cones set up, and you actually learn how to ride in the Segway. It's pretty fun. And the campfire show that I mentioned earlier is here. Tonight, Chip 'n Dale's Campfire Sing-Along. Let's go take a look. And here's the itinerary of events. And every evening, you can see there are different movies that play, obviously all Disney movies. And today is one of my favorite Christmas movies, is the Santa Claus. Obviously makes sense, today is Christmas. And here is the sing-along and bonfire. right there. They do a little bonfire. They roast marshmallows, all sorts of fun. Plenty of outdoor seating and a really huge projection screen. It's like a party every night. It's really neat. Wow, what a view. And look at this. They even got shuffleboard courts. And no Disney resort would be complete without a pool. And a really great swimming pool too. They got a slide down there in the background and everything. Just left the Meadow trading post. Now we're on our way up to Pioneer Hall. That's where all the rest of the fun stuff happens. Whew, we made it to Pioneer Hall. Right behind me is Hoop-de-Doo Review. And then over here on my right is gonna be the stables. One of the most popular things to do here at Fort Wilderness is the carriage ride, all right here at Fort Wilderness. And this here is Pioneer Hall. This is where the Hoop-de-Doo Review, which is a live show. It's the longest running show in history. They do 3 shows a night, and here is the Hoop-de-Doo Review. Unlimited food, buckets of fried chicken and smoked pork ribs. They are delicious. Side fixings and Ma's famous dessert. They got mac and cheese, corn, baked beans, mashed potatoes and gravy. Is delicious. It's a great time. And here we have Trails End. As you can see, it's a little popular. Probably one of my favorite restaurants on property. It's got unlimited chicken, ribs, all sorts of different meats, and then any side you can think of. But it's all home cooking, it's delicious, and again, it's all you care to enjoy. And during the Christmas season, every hotel has a Christmas tree. Fort Wilderness's Christmas tree is located out here at Pioneer Hall. And just like the Meadow Trading Post, Pioneer Hall has a gift shop and sundry location as well. So if you're staying closer to the edge of Fort Wilderness, you don't have to make your way all the way towards the other side. You got one right here for convenience. And you can see right here, you've got the boat dock. That boat runs from here to Magic Kingdom. So if you need to ride to Magic Kingdom and you don't want to take the bus, you can take the boat. I always recommend taking the boat because it's just more fun. It's something different than a bus. And I like being out in the water. And while Mom and Dad are at the Crockett Tavern enjoying a beverage, the kids can go right here and play on the play area. Here you go. 2 birds with 1 stone. Now I think this is the longest running trail on property, but as you can see, we're here at Fort Wilderness at Pioneer Hall. You got 2.5 miles. It goes from here, well, it really starts here. You make your way on around. Now this over here is Disney's Wilderness Lodge. They are 2 separate hotels. The campground, the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, that's where we are. There's a completely different hotel called Disney's Wilderness Lodge. So if you're looking for the lodge or the Wilderness Lodge, don't go here. Go over to this resort here. So here, Clementine's Beach is going to be the location of the volleyball court, as well as if you rent a pontoon boat, you can get them right over here at Clementine's Beach. You'll need to actually do the renting over at the boat dock, which is back that way, which I showed you earlier, but you'll pick them up and drop them off right over here. Now here at the Fort Wilderness Pavilion is Mickey's Backyard Barbecue. The actual location of the barbecue is down there. We'll walk by it in a second. It is a live music show with Mickey and his pals, all dressed up in their wilderness getup, and it includes all sorts of different foods, kind of similar to Hoop-de-Doo and Trails End. Probably wondering what in the world is a ticket booth doing out here in the back of a hotel. Well, this is the location of River Country, which is an old water park that I believe opened fairly shortly. It was only open for a few weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm not 100% sure. I like how they actually decorated for Christmas with nature taking over all the rides and the slides. It's just a neat little fun fact at Disney. And here's the actual location of Mickey's Backyard Barbecue. Back here at the Pavilion Hall, we've got the Tri-Circle D Farm. And as you can see, Tri-Circle D, you got 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circles, 3 circles, D for Disney, and they obviously make out a hidden Mickey. But the farm is back here, and the ranch, which is where the main horseback riding occurs, is up at the front. Back here, you can do pony rides. Now, adults aren't able to do the pony rides, which is a shame, because I'd love to go on a pony ride. But no, alas, we can only go on the full-grown horse rides. I guess that guy doesn't like the sun. He's hanging out under the little gazebo. But that one looks like he's hungry. Look how close you can get. Even better, look at this guy. Well, hello. Oh, am I allowed to? Oh, yeah. And now the moment that I've been waiting for is the horse barn. You can see here we have Red. Looks like he's itchy. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy. Sarge, Belgian. And one thing that I really like here is they tell you exactly what they eat. So that their morning feeding is 1.5 pounds of diet balancer, 4 flakes of Timothy hay, 2 scoops of Equi-Aid on Mondays and Fridays. And then in the evening, they got 1.5 pounds of diet balancer again, and then 4 flakes of Timothy hay. Here's Bob. Looks like he's eating right here. He's a hungry fella. That is so cool. Man, these horses are huge. You don't really notice, like in the movies, you don't really see that just how big these horses are, but my goodness. And this beautiful guy is Grady, a Percheron horse. So back here by the horse barn, there is a pathway, walking and biking trail, and that'll take you all the way down to the Wilderness Lodge Resort. It is a New Balance running trail, so if you don't feel like taking a bus over to Wilderness Lodge, or if you have dinner, or if you wake up and you say, you know what, I want to get some exercise, then you can come back here and take the trail all the way down to Wilderness Lodge. Back here behind Crockett's Tavern is David Crockett's Wilderness Arcade. Entrance right here. So here at Fort Wilderness, there are 3 ways to stay. You can either stay in an RV over there, you can stay in a tent, or my favorite, one of the cabins. And that does it for today, everybody. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and click subscribe right here in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Have a good rest of the day.